Yeah, feel free to move whatever you need, bro.
We're gonna try to look at. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. If you like some of the images you just saw and you want to learn how to take some, stay for the rest of the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Gabriel Perez Silva and I'm a fashion and celebrity photographer based out of New York City. Today we're gonna be getting into a shoot I did this past week, and we're gonna be shooting with gels in the street in New York City. Another big announcement. You guys have been waiting for this, drum roll. This free downloadable guide is finally ready for you guys to download. As of this moment that this video is uploaded, I will have the link in the description below. Make sure to click it. This guide is gonna have my suggestion to you of choosing your first digital film camera, certain lens I recommend to start, the difference between some certain terminology on set that would be important for you to learn as an assistant, as a photographer, as a stylist, as an etc. Just some great stuff, some questions you guys have had for me in the past, and just a nice gift to you guys for supporting this channel so fast on, and to get the ball rolling again so I can bring you guys more and more guides. All I ask for you once you download this guide is to please leave a subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have already, then leave me a comment below. I mean, if you regardless, leave a comment if you get it too under this video so I know you did, and once you look at it through, let me know what you think. Enough with all those announcements and extra nonsense you may or may not want to hear about. Back to the video. Some photographers are very kind of like, oh, it's their set, it's one this way or no way. I like to have a very collaborative experience, especially when we're doing projects like this. But in general, I really value, the opinion of other people on set. It's important not to kind of you don't want somebody overstepping and trying to run the shoot for you or take over your position as well. But it's very valuable and to have other people's to chime in and let them know that there is a space to do so, and take their opinions as well and consider them. Especially when you're working with two models, it's a little bit different posing wise, because maybe you want to stagger, maybe you want to switch things up, and sometimes that could be a little bit more critical thinking than just working with one model.
Yo, why don't you ask him to put on the full outfit? So are you ready for shoot? Yeah, let's do it.
The spot I chose to shoot this at was in Chinatown. You guys may not be familiar with this area. I really love shooting here, even when I used to shoot a lot of tests with modeling agencies, because this is a great spot for a variety of reasons. I like to shoot very editorial, kind of contrasty lighting, gritty scenery, and Chinatown's one of the grittiest kind of sceneries you can find if you know the right spots too. On top of that, it's like a small city within itself. Yeah, you would think it's really packed, and it is in some certain corners, but you can make your way over and it's less packed. There's a big park right there, right within it all, where there's seating, there's tables, there's public bathrooms. It's actually it's right next to the Manhattan Detention Center, the big jail that they're taking down right now. But so sometimes they get a little bit dicey, There's a lot of weird people walking around there. You can see people sometimes getting booked in sometimes. But all in all, I mean, this area is great. You got changing, you got setup space, you got the main areas are right there, and a couple streets away, nothing too far, nothing too crazy. So yeah, one of my personal nice favorite locations to shoot at whenever I'm doing some thing outside or on location in the street in Manhattan. Because we were using the strobe today, I didn't get as much BTS footage as I usually do, and Jay was only with us for a little bit. He was just dropping in to support the team, and then he was gonna head out to an event, which I was gonna meet him at later. All the pressure was on Serena after that moment. Great sport that she is, we were able to get everything we needed. This is the light that we were using. this is the Neewer Vision 4 handheld strobe. Now this, hey man, it's not a pro photo, but it gets the job done. And pro photos, man, are upwards of 1,000. This bad boy is less than 300. And you know, I've used many strobes, expensive ones, not as expensive ones, and this bad boy does the job. You got a nice little handy handle that you can easily use. You don't have to do none of this stuff, you know. You can just really just hold on to that boy like that. It has a Bowen's mount, easy to use. You just spin off the top. You know, this you could look up on YouTube, another little tutorial on how to get the functions and all that. But if you're starting, bro, you know, the most important thing is to just get yourself out and active and familiar with the equipment. I'm not a huge technical photographer. I've always had the theory that, you know, you need to know what to do, but most importantly, like, you just gotta figure out your way to use it, make it work. That is what it is, you know? And when you order this, it comes with a trigger that you can put on your camera. Not the most high quality trigger, but again, gets the job done. Now, for the gels that I used, it's also quite simple. Like, you know, they have expensive gels and then they have cheaper ones that I went with the cheaper route on Amazon because, you know, really the more expensive gels, like, they'll have a little bit more, you know, lifespan. They might not burn through as fast, a little bit more burn resistant. They might last longer. You know, maybe the intensity of the color, but you can like, if you want a stronger color, you can kind of double up, triple up on some of the sheets, etc., etc. So the cheap ones I think will do the trick. Just be wary of like not having them overheat and then burn a hole through, or your apartment can catch on fire, or your studio or anything. This is a real thing, not a joke. Like, I have a fire extinguisher here if needed. But again, just be mindful, like, don't leave it on for hella long time. It starts smelling a little bit burnt, just be careful. But what I do if I'm alone, you know, you grab 2 clamps. Like, these are cheap clamps, bro. You don't need the most expensive stuff to make this happen. I mean, like I said, I have access to the higher end stuff. I get the higher expensive clamps, you know, use them all the time when we're on other sets, stuff like that. But this isn't stuff you need if you're just, you know, oh, I'm in my studio, whatever, like, you know, simple. Clamp, you can clamp with 1, probably 2, the gel paper on each side, because you'll probably be using the zoom dish on it, not just bare on here. You know, you'll be putting the zoom reflector on and clamping it onto that. Let me see if I have the zoom reflector to show you. This is a zoom reflector, so you'll be clamping the paper onto that, maybe on each side to reinforce it. Sometimes, you know, you don't want to go too much on the color. Maybe you just want to give it a touch, like we did with some of the lime green on some of these images. Luckily for me, everybody, you know, was a great chap, a great spirit, you know, a great vibe to work with, making it really easy and fun. By the way, sorry I've been out for these past, you know, 2-3 weeks. So, you know, if some of y'all may not know, I have some chronic pain, and whenever it's more intense, it can affect me a little bit, and it's harder for me to, you know, to do my thing and whatever. But, you know, we're back in business. The ball's rolling, and you know, I got a little vest going on today, not because I wanted to dress up for you guys, but because all my clothes are dirty at the moment and I gotta do some laundry. You know, one of the big kind of like contradictions that I go through with this whole chronic pain thing I brought up earlier is, like, you know, sometimes when I'm in pain, like, it's harder for me to work, but when I actually do, like, get myself, you know, up and out and working, it actually, you know, the mobility and, like, I guess, blood flow helps me, like, have less pain. So quite a weird, I guess, oxymoron paradox there. But yeah, you know, you would think it's a little bit more complicated than it is, but again, always just go onto the field and figure it out. Maybe if you do it in studio, there are some things you might want to modify a bit, but we might get into that next week when I shoot this other video I was gonna tell you. Nonetheless, you know, I think it came out really lovely. I think we got what we were going for. I incorporated some of these wide angle and fisheye shots that I know you guys devour. Every time I put up any fisheye shot, dog, throw a little strobe in that boy. I know you guys love that. By the time I post this video, I'll probably post it on my Instagram, so feel free to go over there and hit the boy some like and subscribe. I mean, and a follow if you haven't already, whatever. I try to get back to you guys in DMs. You know, I've been trying to stay off social media. I don't think it's that great for people's mental health and all that. But, you know, I'll try to get back to messages. Definitely I'll get back to the comments section on here. And yeah, man, it was a fun shoot, fun team. Images look beautiful, I think. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna share them here if I haven't already. Again, thank you for watching, you guys. Remember to download that guide and let me know what you think. It's the first of hopefully more to come. This will take you to my website where you'll be able to download the guide. So while you're there, you know, feel free to check out whatever other tabs are there. I don't know, man. But always love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your week. Catch you in the next episode. Bye.